Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we'll continue working towards some of the items we lost in the mod upgrade, and that is most certainly getting our solar powers up and running. Since we're quite close, and we'll definitely need it since our power is getting more and more taxed at night. So I think that'll be a good idea getting that up and running again. But to do that, we just need the junction box, the rest we have. And to get the junction box, we pretty much just need the solder. And to get the solder, we pretty much just need to get some lead. So I think for the beginning of this episode, we'll set up lead and titanium smelting. Might as well do both at the same time. So let's just find a place to do this. We're producing all the items over here. So it might be nice just to do it in the cell over here. I think that will be a good place to do it. So let's take a little train trip up north and see if we can't get this up and running. Between episodes, one of you also commented that doing this might be a bit wasteful, and I do agree. But my reason for doing it is that I don't want to cross across cells. And in case I want to expand, for example, with 2 more iron here, I'll still have the same output of the sand and gravel. So that's why I'm keeping it as is. But now to set up all the smelting. We'll need the refined lead in. We'll need the refined tin in. And luckily we have both. The smelting setup is with, it seems like a normal furnace, except for the titanium. And we can't make the new smelter until we have the solder. So let's just get lead up and running first. So it seems like a very simple process. Pretty much the same process as down here, just with one of them. So let's just set it up. Should be very easy to do. Let's do 2 as always. There we go. Do a belt in between for the output of the lead. Refined on the outside coming in. A few inserters. I don't think they need to be that fast, since I don't think it's moving the things at a very big fast rate. So right here, get a bit of power. Do it below. Let's do this top. There we are. And I think that is close to all we need. And then we just need the lead in and output out. Isn't that correct? So it needs 8 every 38. So yeah, we can do an entire row down without any issues. Maybe we should just expand it down then. I think just like that. That should give us 1 more. And then we'll just move it over so we have... How many can we fit in here at the same time? Let's just do a test. If we have this one over here, we want to make room for a bit of a balancer. Or we could just do 2 to make it look somewhat good. So 1 right here and 1 on the other side. Let's just try to do this. We can fit in 3. Let's fit in 3. I think it'll be nice just to have a bit bigger output than this. Debating. Because this does leave a bit of wasted space. Let's just get what's called the input first. Just to see how much room we need for the balancer. And if it makes enough room. And to be honest, doing that might not be a bad idea. Let's do this map view, the last one. There we are. Doing the input up here in just two rows. I think you'll make it less crowded, and then we can expand this if something gets better in the future. So we'll need an output over here. There we are. We will need an input. Oops, up here. That's going to request the lead. So yeah, 2 rows is what we're gonna do. We'll need 1 balancer, please. Let's see what's it at. We could remove this one that's in the way, but I'd rather not ruin the way it looks. Oh yeah, we can just do this in between and then run it back up again. I think that would be quite cool. So what if we do this? No idea if it's going to be good. Then we can do one over here as well. For example, right here. What's that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Let's just move it over 1, so it's the same size away. It's not really needed, but symmetrical always looks a bit better. And then we can drag him around. Can actually do 1 further over. Well, let's do it here. I think that will look the best. And then down right here. And this one. In the right there. There we are, and then the last one. That should split out somewhat orderly. And then we'll just have these 2 input into these. You can jump from here to here. And we'll just drag you across. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. I put it 1 too close, so let's just move it down 1. That won't be an issue at all. So just go to here instead. Let's see if this doesn't look a bit better. There we are. Then we can jump all the things in. And we can pretty much make room for these 2 as well. Trying to make it look good. Sorry if it doesn't. And the last one. There we are. That looks somewhat like a cool design. No idea if it's any good. But we'll probably figure that out in just a little while. Here. Oh, let's not do a mistake where I do it wrong. Yeah, we can take it all and just there, 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 and there. And the same over there. And then we have that set up, and we can do a balancer out. We probably don't need a fall-in balancer, but let's just do it for now. Here we are. You can go in. And that should be the entire setup for our lead. So let's try and hook it up and request in some lead to this area. Hopefully we're producing it fast enough, but we should be. So let's see here. Refined lead. Give us negative 20,000, please. Should turn yellow. And then we should have this set up. We'll have the outputs going in here. We just need to hook them up. And then we can pretty much do the same for the other ones. Oh, and I just noticed something we should probably do. Please remove this. And cut you up here instead. Most to save ourselves a bit of belt. There we go, and then we can hook these up. The same way as always. To probably make a turning blueprint at some point. But let's just see if this works now. We should have lead coming out. And since we have lead, we should be able to make the solder. And how much is solder used for? Let's just check. Oh, so we do need to produce quite a lot of it. And that is 2. So we might just produce it off-site. So make a solder cell. Since we'll need quite a lot. Yeah, So first things first, let's just get this up and running. So we can get junction boxes made. So let's just see refined lead flowing in and see how this goes. It's being balanced out, as always, looking very good. And let's just watch it flow a bit. There we go, they're slowly turning on. Just checking our power. But that should be lead refining, or lead smelting. So we get some lead ingots. If we did everything correctly, that is. Can remove that one is not needed, you're not needed, and those in the way as well. Let's not be too wasteful with the resources. And here is all the lead coming out. Very good. So now we can do the next part. And that is make a solder cell. Where we import the tin and the lead. So where should we do that? We could probably do it up here. This is gonna be decommissioned anyway very soon. So we could do a cell. So it goes up here. Oh, it's gonna interfere a bit over here. So we could do it right here. I think that leaves enough room for train tracks without interfering too much with the things. So where's our trusty blueprint? It's right here. Please place that down. Let's get rid of all the trees. Here comes a little robot swarm in the waves. And the tracks are almost built. So we have lead coming out over here. Let's just mark it. Lead ingots being produced. We have the tin being produced over here. So yeah, let's just do it in this cell. Do some lead production. And we'll need two inputs. We'll need a lead in and a tin in. And I'll probably do 2 train stations, since I don't like mixing up things like that. So let's do 2 inputs here and 1 output up here. And then you can go around and back. So let's take a train over there and see if we can't get this up and running. So train, please come with me. And then go over here, please. Right. Here will be fine. And while it's going, oh, that's something we should probably fix. Do it from the map view. This seems to look, that is part of an old blueprint we had here before. We have those once in a while. Just kinda remnants of us trying something new at some point. And there we are. Oh, let's not block the track. So 2 inputs. We'll need train in here and in right here. And then we'll have an output right up here. This is pretty much just us making lead. Oh, not lead, making solder at this area. Let's see, solder. 12 for 12, so it's the same ratio. Then we might as well just transport it by train. You can go away, and let's just hook this up. Here, and the last one up here should get some power as well. So let's see. Please request some lead. 20,000. And up here we'll have 20,000 tin coming in. Let's see, tin. Negative 20,000. So now we have the inputs. Now we just kind of need to get them into our factory. It is in a normal, since everything is just made in an electric furnace. But since it's a 2 input one, I think we can steal our steel setup. Oh god, that was horrible, guys. I am so sorry. But let's just steal this and take it up here. And I want this output upwards. So what if we just make this right in the middle and the output's as high as we can, since it will be going into another area, and we can always expand this down, getting a bit more in. But I might think this might be overkill. Let's do it here for now. But it produces speed of 2. So yeah, I think this will supply most of what we need. And we can just keep a bit of room down here. I'm not against that. So lead. Oh, solder, sorry. Here we go. Nice and easy. And then we'll just have the 2 inputs flowing in. Let's see, we'll do a balancer down this way. And we'll do a balance out this way. Oh yeah, let's just do it right here, then we don't have it in the cell. Oh, it might be a good idea to do balancing outside the square area inside. So what if we just do it, for example, right here? Will that work? Do we have enough output lines for that? Go this way, please. Oh, just barely can't fit. Oh, I can if we just do that. And then down there and a jump. Oh, I was still in this. There we go. So that is the lead balanced. Then we just need the tin balanced, doing the same way up here. So this seems a bit easier to do. There we are. That should balance that out. And then we just need the 4 in. So let's see, we do what is needed the most. That is tin. So let's do tin on the inside. Not that it's really needed that much. Let's just remove this for now. So tin here. Can we just do it like that and jump the other one in? Let's do this here, 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 and the last one can just go without anything. So in, and there we are. No. We need 1 for each of these. Silly me. So we have view going in here, 2, 3, 4. Because we want an entire belt go for each of them, in case that is needed in the future. And then we'll just jump all the lead in from somewhere else. So tin. Oh, sorry about that. And then we'll jump you to right here. That's probably why we had them before as well. You'll just get 1 each after it's been balanced, and this one doesn't need any. So how do we do this correctly? You want 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we just need to get these to go there. This one just needs to go up this way. To right here. To there. To here, and the last one can pretty much go up the same way. Just going like that. So that should be all the lead hooked up as soon as we get that flowing in. The same with the tin, we just need that from over here. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we are. Let's remove these two before we do it. Once it's flowed in correctly the first time. So that should be all we need. We just need the belts transported over here. Here they come. And then we can hook this up, and then this should work without a hitch. Unless I did something completely wrong. But hopefully I didn't. So let's do here, 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 and there. So while this is coming in, we can then get these out and get that balanced into this one. So let's see, 2, 3, 4. Here. There we are. So that's the balance of this one. It's quite easy to do. We only have 2 outputs, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. We'll keep most of it on this side. There we are. And the other one can just go through this one. Having all the solder coming out. So look at this. We are now producing solder. And then we're quite close to having a junction box. And we might need to upgrade this to yellow belts. Not yellow belts, to red belts, since I think we are producing way more than these can handle. But that will mean that we can get 4 yellow belts out if we upgrade this to red belts. And since solder is used for, I think, some science as well, or used for optic process, that's gonna be used for science. We know that we'll need a ton of this. So yeah, I think that will be a very good way to do it. Let's check one thing. What are you used for? That is not a lot. Oh, you used for tubes as well. Are you used for anything good? Oh, so many things. So many things. So yeah, we have a ton. Seems we have more than enough capacity for doing 1 red belt. So should we try just doing a red belt just to see how it works? Yeah, let's just give this some red belts. I think we have some in storage. Please get all of you upgraded. The same with this part. That part and all the way down. I know the bottom one's about halfway up would be a waste to upgrade, but yeah, let's just see it flow and see if we can get 4 belts output up here. Of course we can't unless we upgrade the entire balancer as well. So this should mean that we get 4 belts out of yellow. And would you look at that? That is exactly what we're getting. And let's see if these can keep up. They probably can't. But yeah, we'll see. At least now we're producing a ton of solder. And how high do they stack? Oh, we should probably limit this a small amount, since that is too much. Let's just limit it to 2 rows. That is, I think, more than enough for now. And we can always just expand it later. So that was solder. Now we just need to get that into our, what's called, mall. And get it to produce junction boxes for us there, since we have the rest. And then we will get our solar arrays up and running again. And we can start to expand into, where is it at? This one. And it seems graphene electrode might be something we'll work towards after this. And then we need petroleum coke. So we might have to go play with oil again. Since we did add more last episode, or the episode before that. But I don't think we can produce enough petroleum, because this one is kind of eating it all. So what I'm thinking of doing is changing when it outputs to this one. So we put in a little balancer right here, saying you'll only output or pump out when we are above 50. So we always have one we can supply to the system, and after that it'll just spend to plastic. So I think that'll be quite good. So let's go there. Oh, not go there yet. Let's just go to the mall. It's right next to us. And remember to request in the solder. Oh! Oh god. Well, it's been a while since I died, but look at me just squished on the tracks. Oh, that was a bit sad. So let's do the long walk of shame. Oh god. Now I'm tempted to call this episode Watch Out, but yeah, I don't know what to call this episode yet, but that might be something, or incoming or something like that. But I do know that was a bit of a fail. Just a small amount. Let's have a bit of coal ourselves we can use for the trains, since this should be delivered. So let's... Oh, it's a long way to walk. Did not plan this. Come on, you can do it. But yeah, this is a good opportunity to just watch our little factory work. Trains buzzing around, delivering all the things we need. So that is good. Oh, is our base really this big? It's funny how you never notice that when you can just take the trains everywhere. And note to self, I think that is what we should do for in the future. And let's not run over my body. I'll try not to hit it. Look at my little self right here. And our little motorcycle. Wow. Inventory full. Yeah, it's because I need... Oh, you can probably get it now, can't we? Come on. There we are. And we are back in action. So let's go out on this and cross. Let's not get killed again. That would be a bit silly. Okay, I made it. Made it. So, as I was saying before, I so stupidly got hit by a train. Let's add the solder to the network right here. Not quite sure if we should add... what's it called? The lead to it. Because how much was lead used for? I don't think it was that much. No, and lead plates is something else we should make. But it seems we should do... No, yeah, we should do in some lead anyway. So we might just add a few lead plates as soon as we can. So let's just set it up right away so we don't forget in the future. Let's see, lead plates. There we are. Then we need to set up the junction boxes. Let's see where it's at. It's not anywhere yet. So let's just do it right here. Junction box. Please request those items. Just missing our little solder that is coming in. And as soon as that is here, we can, let's give this a bit more. We can start to make these. And we can set up, where is it at? This one? Don't think we have set up advanced furnace yet. Anywhere, or maybe we have, but we just missed things for him. Yeah, we have. So we can't, oh yeah. We'll do what's called the graphene electrodes next episode, and maybe get some more solar power running. But before we end this episode, I just want to go and hook up what I've planned for the plastic. So we at least have some petroleum in our system. Since right now it's all just being used and it takes a long time before plastic is filled up. So let's go to right here. Or I could pretty much just go here instead. And then we'll just set up what we need. Let's get you away. And then fix this plastic problem we have. We have pumps. Do we have tanks as well? We can just craft one by hand. Might be a bit wasteful, but I want to set it up right here to make sure that we don't take out too much. There we are. Pump and hook it up again. Give this a small amount of power and do this. Only work if petroleum is above, how much can you hold? Above 2k. Is that right? No, it should be about half, so it's, what is it that? 1, 2. So if you do this, will that mean that this will work as soon as these are half full? I think that's what it means. And that means one train can always come and pick up from here. Might set it to 1.3. But let's try this for now and see if we can limit our plastic production a bit and add petroleum to our network. And be requested for, what's it called? The, what's that? Petroleum coke. Since we can do that next episode then. Or we can make it over here. But we have no output. So we'll make that somewhere else. But I think this is a somewhat decent place to stop this episode. We are quite close having petroleum, getting graphene, and going to titanium. And I think we can start to set up science. We have tin gears, we have bronze tubes. We just need the petroleum coke. And then we need the reinforced titanium plates. So we can almost get all 4 of these. So after a long time, we can start to activate our science production again, which is going to tax our base quite a bit. But that is for a future episode, hopefully next episode. So as always, please like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And then I will see you next episode. Bye guys.